For yourself, obviously coming to the end of this loan spell, another spell away from Manchester City, how would you sum up your season?
I think I've definitely learnt a lot and come on a lot as a player. I think the difference from the start of the season to my more recent game is probably quite noticeable. The change and the progression, which is ultimately what I was here to do and here to play games and better myself. And I'm not sure how many games it is now, but I've played a lot, probably comes around 40. So yeah, I'm happy.
How does this loan spell differ from the one you had last year?
I think last year my biggest challenges were being in a different country and being exposed to men's football for the first time, whereas the transition to this one was slightly easier with it being England, being close to home. But the football side, obviously, I've noticed a step up and level a bit more. So I think this year, I think physically, the demand of playing every 3 days and also playing against obviously bigger and better players, that's probably been my biggest challenge.
Now, I know your dad travels home and away to watch you. How much of an influence is he on your career?
Yeah, he's massive, and same for all my family really. My mum gets to the games as well. They're coming down tomorrow. Well, we're down to Portsmouth, both of them. So yeah, it's the both of them. And my dad's obviously a massive football fan. He always has been. So obviously for him to come and watch me play is a dream.
And how much do you talk about your career, and how much do you try and avoid talking about your career when you're with them?
To be fair, they obviously been really good. They keep me grounded, keep me humble. And obviously, me myself, I don't try and look too far ahead. Try and take each game as it comes, each season. I don't try and think, well, what I'm going to be doing next season or what I'm going to do in 5 years. I just try and take care of what I'm doing now.
In terms of next season, do you know your plans yet? Have you got any idea what Man City want?
I've not had massive conversations, to be honest. I'd rather take care of the last few games and keep my good form going, keep playing well, and then obviously that'll put me in the best place come June, July, August, where it may be, to sit down with Man City and have a think what's best for me for next year.
If there was an option to come back here, would you be interested?
I'll definitely wouldn't rule it out. Like I say, it's been amazing for me. Obviously, although as a team it's not been exactly what we planned. I think obviously we've been unlucky with certain scenarios, different circumstances have kind of let us down. And obviously, as a team ourselves, sometimes we've not been good enough. We know that, but in terms of as a club and the people, couldn't have obviously any better things to say.
Obviously, over the last few weeks, including your goal at Fleetwood, there seems to be a noticeable change of play of wanting to shoot a bit more outside the area. And you've talked in the past about adding more goals to your game. Is that something that the management team have told you to do a little bit more?
They've not necessarily had to tell me. I think they've known that since the first day I came through the door. It's been, an attribute of mine, a strength of mine. I've probably not used it enough this season, whether that be different things, played in obviously different roles, a bit deeper at time as well. I think, like I said, the last few games I've been letting it go a bit more, and saw the goal against Wigan. It was a stroke of luck. It fell for skulls, but things like that can happen if you take a chance from outside the box.